Welcome to Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta. Here is our main gate to Yogyakarta University. Everyone entering the main gate should have their body temperature checked.
Tiga, nampilin itu.
Siap, terima kasih Pak.
Sama-sama.
Now we are at Health and Sports Center Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta. Within this lot, we have numerous facilities, including fitness center, sports stadium, Olympic-sized swimming pool, and many others.
Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta Health Sports Center has 4 divisions. The first division is on the first floor, named the Health Services Division with 9 doctors and 2 paramedics. The second division is the physical. The subsequent division is manipulative therapy. Moreover, the last is the sport therapy division, which is on the second floor under the coordination of a doctor. This therapy provides treatment for some diseases, such as diabetes mellitus and other diseases. The basketball court is located in the same complex as the court and other sports facilities. Internal standard sports halls are often used for futsal events, concerts, or other activities. We have an international standard swimming pool, and there is a beautiful diving pool with a depth of 7 meters. Community sports park that the community can use to exercise. Digital libraries and libraries with Macintosh-based computer facilities and electronic journals. The Indonesian Education Museum is the only museum that contains the educational journey in Indonesia. A mosque is a place of worship for Muslims who can accommodate 1,000 worshippers.
Welcome to Postgraduate Building Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta. Here, mainly all theoretical classes are conducted here. The building also equipped with conference rooms, discussion room, where students can gather and do their homework after courses. Let's have a closer look, shall we?
The public lecture hall is a lecture hall that can be used for master and undergraduate students. Having a computer laboratory with the latest computer specification connected to high-speed internet up to 100 GB per second. The postgraduate building is a lecture hall for master students. There is a comfortable and modern study room for master and undergraduate students. There is a cooperation room service for students who will do student exchange abroad. Have a discussion room for students to implement their ideas and opinions orally. Have a comfortable and conducive classroom. It has an international standard conference room that is equipped with multimedia devices and comfortable seating. The lobby of Faculty of Engineering provides various student services.
Finally, we arrive at Faculty of Engineering, Yogyakarta State University. Here, the classes are located as well as laboratories. We're going to be visiting 4 of study programs soon. And here, the building is equipped with occupational health and safety supporting facilities as well as the supporting facilities for the disabled. All right, let's check in.
Master of Mechanical Engineering Education Department has 11 laboratories in total. All of these labs not only serve learning for students, but also provide training for the public and become a place for competency testing. For this opportunity, we will convey for labs and other labs can be clarified through discussion if needed. The Metrology Laboratory facilitates students in mastering competencies in the field of engineering metrology. Before entering the room, students could store things in the locker. This laboratory is equipped with various precision measuring instruments. The Metrology Laboratory is equipped with first aid box, fire extinguisher, and hand sanitizers as standard equipment for occupational health and safety. All practical activities refer to modules and lab seats. Practical equipment has been arranged in a neat package on the table. To measure small dimensions, there is a profile projector. Precision mechanical measuring tools are neatly stored in the cabinet, for example, micrometer, vernier caliper, dial indicator, and many more. The metrology lab also has a calibration tester to calibrate measuring instruments. In addition to manual measuring tools, there are also several digital-based measuring instruments. The teaching team collaborates with students as well as developing their own various measuring tools as part of the innovation, such as measuring gear deviation and self-alignment. Next, we will move to the Computer Numerical Control or CNC laboratory. The CNC laboratory is used for practicum with the aim of increasing student competence in operating CNC machines. The practicum materials taught include making programs and executing programs to operate CNC machines. There are two main areas, which are training area and production area. Now, we will take a look to the production area. This is the EMCO VMC200 CNC machine, and this is the example of the products. You could also see a fire extinguisher there. Next to it, there is EMCO Turn 242 CNC machine. And these are the raw material and finished products. There are some cabinets for tools. This is Vanocoid FTC 350 filler CNC lathe. All operators working around the machine should use personal protective equipment. And these are lab sheets and measuring tools. This is a microscope for tool wear evaluation, which is using for research purpose. And the last one is Mitsubishi M70 FVP 1000 filler CNC milling machine. You could see that thread making process is being done on this machine. Next, we will move to the computer-aided design and product design laboratory. This laboratory facilitates students to design a product, starting from designing, CAD, analyzing, CAA, and manufacturing simulation, CAM. When carrying out the practicum, the laboratory user must wear neat clothes and follow the rules in using laboratory equipment. Facilities owned by this laboratory include 42 personal computers all-in-one with licensed software installed. All PCs is a touchscreen PC with high-end specification for the application of CAD, CAA, and CAM. Some of the licensed software installed are Autodesk Inventor, ANSYS, Autodesk Fusion, and AutoCAD Mechanical. This is ANSYS software. This software could be used to analyze static and dynamics phenomena both in structural and fluid analysis. These are the lab sheets. These facilities are not only used for learning, but also used as a place for training center, competency tests, research, not only from internal of university, but also collaboration from industry, business, and the world of work or EDUCA. This is Autodesk Inventor software. This software could be used for design and manufacturing simulation. This is the technician room. This lab is equipped with projector, whiteboard, and others to support the learning activities. This is the first aid box. Outside the room, there is fire extinguisher system such as extinguishing board, fire alarm, fire extinguisher, and evacuation route. There is also a centralized electrical fuse so that when an accident occurs, it could be turned off immediately. This lab has been built according to the concept of occupational health, safety, and environment, so that when an accident occurs, students can be evacuated safely. Now, we will visit Materials and Processing Laboratory. This lab is located on the first floor of IDB building. This is the electrical control room. Next to it, there are women, men, and accessible toilet. Students could change their clothes in the changing room. There is also cabinet or locker to save their belongings. Material lab is used for practicum with the aim of increasing student competence in casting and material testing. Before and after doing your activities, you have to wash your hand in the provided place. Inside, there are several hardness testing equipment such as Vickers, Brunel, and Rockwell hardness testing. This is the technician room. Inside, there are microscopes for microstructure evaluation. There is a tool for printing casting patterns using a 3D printer. There is a first aid kit. There is also a material and storage room. This is the tensile, compress, bending test machine with a capacity of 5 tons. This is the tensile, compressive, bending test instrument with 30 tons capacity. These are the lab sheets. The following are the casting products. This is the discussion area or lecturing area. This laboratory is also equipped with 2 access doors to the evacuation points as disaster mitigation route.
Now, we are visiting Magister of Electrical Engineering Education. Safety is our top priority. You see, here we have our team member wearing coverall, helmet, and mask, holding a fire extinguisher. Let's have a look at our first lab, which called Flexible Manufacturing System Lab or FMS Lab. Every lab in Magister of Electrical Engineering Education study program has its own regulation. We hang the regulation on the wall in front of the door to make sure that all students and staff are aware and understand the rules. All labs are designed as supporting facilities for graduate students. Here, FMS Lab is utilized for those who would like to learn deeper on human-machine interface or HMI. All labs are also utilized by undergraduate students. We have first aid box in every lab. We make it easy to find should any incident happen during lab works. We also remind students to always put the safety first in conducting each activity in lab. Next, we are moving to electrical installation workshop. Once we get into the workshop, we have to wear personal protection equipment. Students are required to wear helmet, earplug, safety vest, and other safety gears depending on their activities in the lab. We have changing room on the left of the main door. This workshop is designed for those who would like to study further regarding electric installation, power generation, especially those from renewable energy. We can see solar panel here, as well as prototype of wind turbine. Next, we are at Electric Power Protection Lab. We can see the emergency mapping plan right after we enter the lab. Another safety gear storage. And first aid box. We managed to keep the components and tools in well-organized cabinets. Therefore, it is easy to find them. Here, the protection training module. We can see the evacuation route sign clearly. We have several electric protection cubicles here that used for teaching and learning of electrical power system automation. Now we are visiting Computer Numerical Control Lab or CNC lab. Here is the emergency mapping plan. The CNC lab is designed to support the Internet of Things courses. Let's get a look to our 3D printing machine. This is the space where students make their designs. Here is the CNC machine. We can see the laser cutting process here. Safety is our ultimate priority. The students have to wear wear pack, mask, safety glasses, and safety gloves. We maintain air circulation by keeping the windows wide open during the pandemic. We managed to keep our components and tools in well-organized cabinets. Therefore, it is easy to find them once we need them. Next, we are going to robotics lab. Here is the emergency mapping plan located next to the first aid box. We make the seating arrangement in circle so it is a comfortable space to discuss, to do homework, or even to do thesis work. Here are examples of our successful robotic projects. We compete on national and international robotic competition every year. Here are our storage for components, tools, and all supporting equipment. Including digital oscilloscopes. Now, moving to automation lab. The seating arrangement here is similar to that in robotics lab, which is a convenient space for discussion. We have a number of pneumatic and PLC modules which are prepared for students who are keen on learning about industrial automation. Last, we are at Electro-Pneumatic Competency Testing Center. It is our collaborative work with a company called SMC. Here is a place to get certification for your expertise in the field of electro-pneumatic. We can see the training modules here. We
We manage the room clean and tidy by putting all the tools and components in the cabinets under the main modules. Welcome to the Department of Electronics and Informatics Engineering Education, Faculty of Engineering, Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta, Indonesia. Hi, I'm Indri, and I will take you on a virtual tour of the laboratory and some of the facilities in the Bachelor's in Informatics Engineering Education and Master's in Electronics and Information Engineering Education. Bachelor's in Informatics Engineering Education has several laboratories. Whereas, in Masters in Electronics and Information Engineering Education, we can find following laboratories. Each lab consists of a coordinator who handles matters relating to the lab and a technician in charge of technically managing the equipment and materials used in practicum or research activities. Okay, let us start from the first one. Fiber to the Home Laboratory. Fiber to the Home Lab is in the second floor of LPTK building, Department of Electronics and Informatics Engineering UNY. FTTH Lab is one of the laboratories in the Telecommunication Expertise Group. In this lab, there are a lot of telecommunications equipment, such as splicers, fiber optic toolkits, and fiber-based communication devices, as well as fiber optic installation equipment and measuring instruments that follow industry standards and can be used for BNSP certification. One of the advantages of this lab is an optical time domain reflectometer which can analyze events and optical links. Here, students can learn about fiber optic technology and its applications, as well as knowledge of the concept and configuration of FTTH networks and learn about broadband communications. In addition, students will also get first-hand experience on how to connect optical fibers using fusion splicers and other supporting equipment. Basic Computer Laboratory. Basic Computer Lab is used for practicums related to basic computers. This lab is also used for certification of computer network expertise, AI, and cloud data from Huawei vendors, following the Huawei Industrial Standard. There are 20 all-in-one high-end computers to perform tasks, such as basic computer programming and machine learning. Multimedia and Virtual Reality Laboratory. Multimedia and VR Lab is used in the learning process for digital media development courses, including computer graphics and animation, educational games, interactive multimedia, and visual communication design. The laboratory is located on the second floor of the IDB building. This lab also has high-end personal computers and suitable softwares for the development of multimedia and VR applications, which can be used by students working on their final project. To support research needs for application development, such as 360 videos for games or learning simulations, there is an Oculus VR available for use. Audio, Video, and Television Laboratory. Audio, Video, and Television Lab is located on the second floor of IDB building. The lab functions for learning and research activities in the field of audio-video engineering, including installation and performance testing of sound system equipment, television, home theater, CCTV, and making video documentation. It is also not only used as a place to produce learning media content, but also the production of TV broadcasts, which disseminates campus activities from graduation, inauguration, and official visits. Programming and Information System Laboratory. On the second floor, the IDB building also hosts the Programming and Information System Lab. This lab is used by students to learn about algorithms and programming in the field of computer engineering and informatics. The activities in this lab are practicums with the main topic being programmer, both mobile, website, and desktop programming. Applications that are often developed by students in this lab are Android or iOS mobile applications. Computer Network Laboratory. The lab is located on the third floor of the IDB building. The practicum courses carried out in this laboratory are computer networks and computer network security. To support lab functions and learning activities, the lab is equipped with devices such as desktop computers, servers, routers, manageable switches, non-manageable switches, access point, crimping tools, LCD projectors, whiteboards, LAN testers, and other equipment related to computer networks. Activities that can be carried out in this laboratory include writing, network analysis, subnetting, installation of wired networks, wireless networks, and routing. This laboratory is also used for research activities related to thesis, training, simulations, and discussions. Microprocessor Laboratory. The Microprocessor Lab is a practical lab that provides the fundamentals for microprocessor and interface developments. In the Microprocessor Lab, students can carry out studies about the microprocessor system. Fields of study in this lab include minimum microprocessor system, basic operations, and interface design of I/O equipment with microprocessor both with sensors and transducers. Control Laboratory. This lab used as a teaching and learning laboratory in the field of control system engineering, along with derivations from the control system field, optimization of control system through the use of fuzzy logic, artificial neural networks, and neuro-fuzzy in system implementation controls. In addition, basic knowledge of basic mechatronics and programmable logic controllers in the perspective of control system is also served in this lab. There are several trainers used in learning control system, for example, DC motor control and servo trainers. Industrial Electronics Laboratory. Industrial Electronics Lab is located on the second floor of the IDB building. This lab is essential to support teaching, learning, and research activities. Several equipment or facilities are available, such as programmable logic controller, robotic learning media, DC motor, computer, MATLAB programming, and other supporting facilities. In addition to these facilities, the lab also has measuring instruments and electronic components. We recognize that the tech of the electronics industry has progressed rapidly beyond our lab. To overcome this condition, our lab encourages students who focus on research topics related to industry to innovate and produce new facilities. Instrumentation Laboratory. The Instrumentation Lab is located on the second floor of the IDB building. The main activities in this lab are observation and signal processing, both analog and digital signals in digital signal processing courses and medical electronics practicum. There are several desktop computers in this lab that can be used for simulation and signal processing using software such as MATLAB and Python. In addition, this lab is also used by students in working on thesis, especially with the topic of signal processing. Telecommunications Laboratory. The lab is located on the third floor of IDB building. This lab focuses on telecommunications in internet network applications, security, data communication, and signals. In this lab, students learn about the basic concept of telecommunications, communication system, wireless communication, cellular networks, transmission lines, and data communication. Occupational health and safety tools. The lab facilities mentioned above are also equipped with occupational safety and health facilities. Security monitoring in every room is connected with 24-hour CCTV. If an accident happens, first aid kit is available in the lab that can be easily accessed by students and lab assistants. We provide OHS equipment outside the lab. There is a schedule of the fire disaster team or code red team placed on each floor in each building. The available equipment are fire extinguishers, fire-resistant clothing, safety helmets, safety shoes, gloves, and safety vests. All rooms and labs have been equipped with an integrated fire-related alarm system consisting of smoke sensors, heat sensors, alarms, and sprinklers. In an emergency, everyone in the room must follow the evacuation route that has been provided and will be directed by the officer. The evacuation route ends at a meeting point behind every building. This is the end of the virtual tour. We hope to meet you soon at the labs. Thank you.